it is really incredible, again, when we're able to release some of these things. So the more that I've done, all of these practices, at least where I'm at right now with things, it's part having a vision, right? It's part what has been put in your heart or in your mind that you feel is important, that you want to share, the life, the gifts, the desires, and all of those things. Some of those things we're just born with, and they're kind of like placed in us, right? So having the agency to stay and have a vision. So let's say you're on a sailboat, you have a destination that you're like going to. Maybe it's not like this exact dock. Maybe it's just this beach or like this coast or something, right? It's in that direction you want to go. And as you start to go, you have to like maybe take different courses as you're going, different paths, because the wind is crazy and the waves are crazy or whatever. And you navigate that as you go. But you have that vision. And that's like how I kind of think of like the vision of where I'm going. And then the surrender part of it is not saying how I have to absolutely get there. And that has really taken a lot of practice to do that, but it has made life a lot more enjoyable. It's made me a much more peaceful person to be able to have those two things go together. And then the other part that I really always heard the call for and didn't really answer until this past year when shit really hit the fan, like last year, was the really deep shadow work. In my case, I hit a point last year where I just knew that no matter where I got in life, right, like no matter what achievement or career or financial success, whatever it was, that I still kept wrestling with a piece of me that just like didn't feel good enough and was going to self-sabotage. I just knew it. And I knew that I needed to address it because I had already been like working so hard to try to attain some goals. The last thing I wanted to do was to get there and then still feel these issues and then screw it up. And then also just always hearing about how when people achieve something, they don't really feel like good necessarily if they haven't done that inner work. My goal that I have developed over the years of doing this is really to be able to find and maintain and cultivate a space of like peace and life fulfillment, almost regardless of what's going on otherwise. I say almost because you need your basic needs obviously met. This is not something that necessarily works if those things are not taken care of, right? But to be able to arrive in a space where I can address the programming and the stories that I was told, that I told myself my whole life about being unworthy and not good enough and whatever, all those things, and being able to rewrite that story so that I'm much kinder to myself, so that my vision also reflects that, right? So that beach, then we're on the sailboat again, on the beach and trying to get to that shore, that dock, whatever, right? That will be a much kinder vision, intention that I'm setting, and then to surrender and allow myself to just kind of like take the path that shows up as I open up to the divine and the mysteries of this human experience. And doing all of that, again, has really just added so much incredible richness to my life, and as well as like bringing me to, the vision. It's bringing me to the beach. It's taking me there. I've never really had an experience where it's been like this instant manifestation kind of thing. I know lots of people have, and like I love that exists. Maybe that does happen at some point, but mine has been a much more evolving of my spirit on the way there. So it's taken like, I'm like in a rock tumbler, and I'm just like being polished a lot. So, but that's why I have this collection of these sayings and want to pass these things along, because I think a lot of us have that experience.